Good morning, guys. Guess what? It's time for more rebuilds. We got a lot happening around the country, of course, always. Chuck, where are you going today?
I'm going to northern Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Wow. Well, I'm not going that far, but I'm going to Gully, Minnesota, you guys. We're going to do a PD500 or an IH 2080 New Holland, one of the two. And it's the Case IH New Holland single disc drill. We've never done one before, and we've got some great solutions that are gonna help this farmer free up his closing alarm pivots, do new discs, and some other things. So check it out. It's gonna be an adventure for all of us. All right, let's get going.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's go, 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 go! Man, I hope I got all the tools I need, because I'm taking the F350 tonner, they're taking the F450 dually. And they got the bigger trailer. It's got some pretty sweet upgrades in it. But you know what? I've got a very capable trailer and tools myself. All right, here we go. All right, we are in Gully, Minnesota, you guys, right next to Gully, Minnesota. And we are getting some equipment out so we can actually get in there with our trailer, which is over there. And if you can tell, there's a big lake over there. He's had more water than I think he's ever had. They got 5 inches of rain, you guys, over the weekend. He is not very optimistic about this spring seeding, but we're gonna at least try to make sure his drill can seed when he can go, and as much as he can go, it's gonna do a good job. So we are in this cold storage building. Thank goodness there's some skylight. Isn't that angelic? Whoa! It's good light when I was thinking it was gonna be pitch black. Anyway, we got one outlet over there. We're gonna be fine. Anyway, here's what we got. A 96 row, 60-foot machine. This is 60 feet, 7.5 inch spacing. This is a New Holland, a P2080, I believe. This thing's not that old. It's only like, I don't know, 6 years old. And looks really nice. Guess what? He's got the wireless blockage system, which is great. But you'll notice that he got rid of the stock blockage system. And there's a reason. That was not working. Wireless blockage, good. Stock blockage, bad. Good, bad. All right, now that we got that done, let's move on. We've got a situation where he's constantly fighting these closing alarm pivots seizing up. Like, this thing is locked up. Every one of them. This is not good. So what's happened is dirt has gotten in this pivot and it's keeping this arm from moving. And sometimes they never do get free. They're pounding them up and down, and he's been doing this for years. He's sick of it. You guys, we've got a solution we just came out with. It's a bolt through pivot. We're gonna try a couple versions of it. One's the bearing design, greaseless, and one's a greasable, hopefully only once a year, pivot with seals. And so you're gonna get to see that on this video. Stay tuned. This is gonna be a job. There's only 3 of us. It is Monday about 3 p.m. I got a date night with my wife Thursday night that we're gonna get back for, one way or the other. Mark my words, honey, I'm coming home.
Because you go off. We go off the tower location, right? So,
Okay, but how do you know?
I would pop the gauge wheels off first, and then we'll go through and get these off. That way that's not in our way when we're trying to get in here to work on these,
Right.
the discs. And
So are you saying that you're volunteering to start to
Yeah.
try to get those out?
I'll volunteer to do those.
All right.
Watch, she's gonna get lucky and they're all just gonna slip right
No, I don't think so.
I
don't think so. You know, on the phone, Travis was like, yeah, a few of them are stuck. I'd say 100% of them are stuck.
What do you mean? It moves.
But hey, that's why he hired us. And he's gonna get his money's worth, I know that. Watch as these guys do some amazing things. These guys are out on the road all the time, every week, and they get the job done, and they do it well. All right, I think we got a good game plan. We are gonna get to work, and we are gonna get this done. All right, so Jordan's gonna try to get this out with the air hammer. Did it move? A little bit. Only 96 more to go.
Well, that's a hard pin.
Well, that's promising. The idea one we had isn't probably gonna work, so on to the next idea. Well, that thing didn't do much for us.
No.
So I'd say write that off. Did it even move it?
It moved a little bit.
We're waiting for big air impact. It was supposed to show up today and we had to leave without it, so we're gonna have to send a guy out here with it. Showed up after we left, of course. That thing's really good at just making noise. Now we got the torch out here. Well, this is gonna be fun. Hey, we got one. They got a lot of water out here. Well, we're gonna call it. We only worked a few hours, but it's getting later and we're gonna get some food, try to get some supplies at the local hardware store. And we're gonna get some reinforcements tomorrow. Greg's coming from the shop. He's gonna bring some stuff we need that we didn't have in our second trailer. All right, you guys have a good night. Ciao. Oh, it's a new day, you guys. We are back at it here. Got my rebuild bucket for the farmer. He gets some goodies in here. And we have reinforcements. Greg just joined us. He left really early from Fargo this morning. And he's bringing some much needed tools and supplies and manpower. So he's here to help. We're gonna get a lot done, you guys. We gotta get this done by Thursday night, remember. Hey, Greg.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And let's see what he's got here. So, arbor press for pressing out the bearings on the hubs. That was a last minute add. We've got a porta power or some hydraulic jack thing here. See if that's helpful. An IBCO heater, extra tank. And we did grab some of these Pro Stitch wheels in case the farmer, Travis, wants to go to a lighter wheel. He runs a fair bit of real lighter soils. He referred to it as peat moss, and he has to roll it ahead of seeding. So we're gonna make sure that the wheel he gets does the right job. Oh, we've been waiting for this thing for a while. This thing's like a $500 air impact, but man, it's gonna really help us get those pivots out. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate you for your stuff, but I also appreciate you for who you are. Jordan's working on scrapers right now. So I'm removing the closing wheels on the back. Garrett's going around and removing the discs with the hubs. We figured it'd be easier if we remove those all together and then zip off the nuts since we already have to change the hubs. Here's him in action. Look at that skill. How do you do it?
Very carefully.
Okay. You're not gonna tell anyone your secrets?
No, because then I'd be out of a job.
Hire Ready. Hire Garrett at Ready. Easy peasy. Anyway, I'm gonna start on this side and start zipping these wheels off going that way because then my gun doesn't hit the wheel next to it. You guys see an issue with this one? I don't think this bolt's coming out of this bearing. It's looking a lot more open here. There's always a few bad ones, right?
It's a little stuck.
Yeah. Hey, did you say stuck? There's nothing stuck on this drill.
Sorry, it is moving with the utmost ability to not move.
Oh, okay, good. There's absolutely nothing stuck on this drill. There she is. The culprit. Yeah, that's warm. Yeah. Yeah. Just doesn't take me very long to look at stuff, that's all. We violated the OEM parts.
That's right. We're good at that.
I'm not gonna touch that.
I would not touch that.
So you're telling me that the best method you found so far, because we've tried cutting in here, we've tried
Right.
cutting here.
Yeah, I'm just cutting it straight through here, and then that arm just drops right off. I'm literally slicing through the pin.
Oh yeah. All right. By the time we're done, we're gonna know what we're doing.
That's right.
We thought we had a good plan for doing it all with air hammers. Seems like torching is the way to go. So we've got 12 torched and knocked out. You can see what we're having to do is torch this rod off just to get it out. So it's probably hot, but you know, sorry to you guys who have to save these. This is a disaster. And if you just want a really good solution that you don't have to try to save and reuse this stuff, the wheels are failing, the bearings are going bad, it's not closing the furrow, the angle's wrong, hey, check out this next solution that we're about to put on. It's gonna be good. This is something that we've been developing for a while at Red E, is how do we improve these pivots? Here's the greasable pin and bushing style with seals. You can see that we've added a bolt through design. So this bolt has a grease zerk in the end, and it allows to shoot grease in the cavity. And then here's the nut on this side. Really good design. Here it is with the pin installed. You can see here that there is a spring bushing inside on each side, and then a seal on each side. So that seal is gonna hopefully keep out the dirt and allow grease to purge through. And then here is a really good heat-treated hardened pin, and there's that greasable hole that will allow grease to shoot in the cavity. So again, the bolt goes through here, grease shoots through the bolt, shoots through the hole, into the cavity, and then it shoots out this seal. Got it? Good. We've got the bearing design. So this is a ball bearing, custom designed and sourced by Red E. And what that means is it's got a really good crimp-in seal, and then also more grease pack and some other specifications like the diameter of the ID and OD. And so it's very much planned for this application here. Jordan over there is installing these bearings with a special tool. That's to make sure we don't get any side load on these inner ring of the bearings. And this is what they look like when they're installed. There is a baser in there that will lift into place once the bolt goes in there. But then also we add a felt washer. So that felt washer also helps to make sure that dust does not get to the seal. So this is kind of a second layer of protection out in the field. And Garrett over there is cleaning out the cavities to make sure they're ready for Jordan to put in the bearings. We're actually staking the cavity a little bit just to give it extra seating power so that this bearing does not want to be loose in there at all. And we're also adding retaining compound. So it's not moving. The outer ring is not going to move. It'll be very much in place. Comment below which one you think is better. Two versions. Version 1, greasable pin and bushing style with seals. Version 2 is the bearings. This is a common arm no matter what version we do, option 1, option 2. You can tell that it is a little different looking than the case one. So there's the case one with the pin that seizes up in the cavity and you can't get it out. You got to torch it or somehow spend your life hammering it out. And then there's a spindle attached to the arm and the bearing is in the wheel, which is makes it sloppy, wears out fast. This one is a bolt through design, and then we put a different hub here with a bearing, and that allows us to also have an angle changer on it. So this angle, no good. This one's gonna be adjustable so he can set it to what he wants. There's the first one. We're gonna do 6 total. We're gonna do 3 on the back, 3 in the front, so he can grease just these 6 as frequent as he thinks is necessary, at least once a year. And then the rest of them are gonna be the bearing design. All right, but we're about done for the day. I think it's time to pack up and get out of here and get some good rest. We've had a good long day. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. This is day 3, so tomorrow's day 4. And remember, I need to be back by tomorrow night, if I can do that at all possible.